Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect Escapes. Today's beverage is a nice and chilled tomato juice. So welcome back to Prison Architect Escapes. This is a series where we attempt to break out facilities not made by me. This is Prisoner Ramsey. It sounds like a very inappropriate wizard. Prisoner number 144704111, and this is the Kentucky State Penitentiary, which apparently is modelled off the Project Zomboid facility. Now, Project Zomboid is a game I wouldn't say familiar with. I'm very aware of its presence because it was one of the earliest games I featured on the channel, and I have recently begun to play it a little bit co-op with friends and had little success with it because of how punishing it is, and quite frankly after it's a bit of a first world problem, but after sort of a day of recording and doing that sort of thing, the last thing I want to do is stress over trying to get a bandage to open a can or whatever. But yeah, I'm aware of the facility, and I will put a picture of the facility in now, and obviously we're going to try and escape from this one. I do feel this is going to be more of a show and sell type of thing where we'll have a look around, we'll see what it's like, and then obviously we'll escape from it, and then I'll load into the normal mode and we'll see how it compares. But I'm not qualified at all to compare the two at this stage. In fact, even when we get to the end, I'm sure. But if you're familiar with it, then let me know. As I said, we will compare the images together and whatnot. But yeah, this is an area that was when we came in was overshadowed by some armed guards. So there are guard towers. I'm seeing armory, I'm seeing staff rooms, I'm seeing showers. I think in the full game, wasn't there a stairwell around here? Again, this is going off a very vague memory. Yeah, and obviously things have changed a lot since I last was on this one. We have visitation, we've got something up here, you've got your main cell block, which I believe there's a couple of them. There's one at the bottom, there's one at the top, and then there might even be another wing to the other side. Yes. Anyway, we've got very little in terms of decoration, which to be fair is fairly accurate for Project Zomboid. If you don't know what Project Zomboid is, it's essentially a zombie survival game. It's like is it not third person? It's isometric, I believe. And I have a feeling I'm not going to escape from this via tunneling. It feels like we're just going to have to go ultra-violence, which was one of the problems I had last playing Project Zomboid, where I just try to take everything out. I mean, some people might be able to do that. If you are familiar with the game, then by all means, any tips for that, going off topic, are available. Just drop them in the comments, please. But yeah, I ended up just trying to take everything out and making noise, and it just goes down from there. But anyway, we're currently in our cell, and we're now going to be escorted to another cell because apparently this guard is not the best. Are the guards supposed to represent the zombies? And if so, that really does miss a trick, because obviously we do have the undead DLC out. Your mileage may vary on that one. It's very quirky, if nothing else. And imagine putting spawning all those on here. That would be a nice update. But I don't know if this was created before that, or whether the person doesn't have that DLC, doesn't like it. Whatever. This was just their interpretation. So we're in lockup at the moment. So basically, the only thing I can really do is farm some points. So I'm going to do just that. What is of note is that I did do a little punch over there, and I can end the fight. Okay, so that implies to me that there's not a lot of guards around the place. I say that just as guards come barreling in. They do have batons, and they do have the... They don't have any tasers, they don't have any... Yeah, we're knocked unconscious, let me just skip punishments on that one. They do have the body armour on, so all that's in there. Let me just max speed this out while the guy goes away, please and thank you. And yeah, I want to do it so I can just farm some points. So we're probably going to end up going for a bit of a destruction attempt here. I'm going to have to pick up a couple of traits. I'm not bothered about taking anyone out. That's not beyond the scope of this video. There we go. So we've already got a bit of a hit there, and I think I will just skip punishments on that one. But we're going to be brought in the middle, going to be healed up, and then I'm going to go with tough, deadly, skilled fighter, and then oh look, we just hit the guard and we've got a set of keys, so we can technically leave now. And I'm going to go down and have a little look, you understand. I'm just having a look. That's all we're doing. All we want to do with this entire thing was just have a look around. But no, the guards were totally uncooperative on that one. So yeah, as I said, in terms of an escape, it is a very loose escape episode. It's more of a show and tell, show and sell, if you were. And that guard is now unconscious. And now... yeah, zombie. There we go. And these cells here, I notice, are not occupied, which is interesting. I can actually just end the fight there. I will do that just so I get extremely strong, extremely tough. guy come along here, and what they were trying to do, it is currently sleep time, so they were going to grab us and put us to bed essentially. But we don't want that. We want to have a look around and farm some points. That guy's coming to repair stuff, and sorry about this. It's nothing personal. And there we go. And just farming points. We're going to go with very deadly, quick, skilled fighter, instigator. Again, there's more down here. I'm guessing you could probably escape from this via tunneling, and we will obviously have a look around when it's not really dark. I'm just trying to break things and farm as many points as I can. Itchy ear. There we go. Okay, end fight, and then we'll pick up very quick. We're not going to pick up swimmer. There's no real point in that. I don't know how many guards were in this facility originally. That's something that we'll see when we load into the standard Sandbox mode. You know what I might do? I'm sort of... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for... sorry about that. I'm going to go for a bit of a sleep. So we'll take that guy out. I'm just trying to head to my cell, but no, these people are uncooperative. There we go. And please leave with me. There we go. Permanent sleep. And just outside my cell. Please don't bleed in. And... any chance? There we go. Right, end the fight, and we'll have a bit of a sleep. So, because we've ended the fight, there shouldn't be any punishments to be handed out. I will drop the baton and drop the keys, because I want to experience this as standard. So, we've got some... Oh, looks like this Van Rastenburg is using those keys to get out. Off they go. Right, so... we came in through this area. I'm not going to go over that way for that very reason. Maybe I should get a set of keys. Yeah, go on, I'll get a set of keys. It just makes it easier for us to have a look around. And there's no metal detectors at the moment, and we've done nothing wrong, so as far as the guards are concerned, we're just doing our own thing. So we have a library. We have, appears to be just like sort of... is this like just a changing room type of thing? This is the outside. The scale is something that I really appreciate. It's quite a large facility. Wow, look how big this yard is. This must be on the biggest map possible with a lot of expansion. We've got double perimeter wall. We've got a guard stationed there. We've got lighting. We've got... I'm sure that guard's coming towards me on the right, you know, or is it just total coincidence? We've got, yeah, line tiles. All right, line tiles. So it is a relatively new facility, because line tiles is... it's not a new addition, but put it this way, it's not like something they added at the very beginning of the game. I can't remember exactly the evolution of it in the timeline, but yeah, it's something I use often. As long-term viewers will probably know. There's a canteen that is absolutely massive. Staff-only area on the left with solitary and security, and we've got a common room in here. We've got a gymnasium. Yeah. I actually think the whole just brick building and concrete floors, like the default essentially, I think it really suits the, from what I remember of, like, say, the Kentucky... was it Kentucky State Penitentiary facility? Yeah. There's a classroom there. Let's go up. That guard is definitely following us, right? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Nothing. Right. Let's end the fight if we can. Get out of the way. End the fight. Right. I don't know what that was all about. I might as well pick up swimmer. I don't know if you can swim in Project Zomboid, but we'll pick it up. So we've got a shower block. Fairly big shower block again. Well, everything's fairly big. We have the laundry. Yep. We've got cleaning cupboard outside here. And we've been around this part. We've been around this part. Well, we went past it and whatnot. So this is going to be another large courtyard. It is another large courtyard. So I won't go around there because I don't think there's much to see. We'll go back inside. And in here. And down here. And obviously it does say eat. And there's going to be a guard somewhere that's running towards us to escort us to our cell. Just finding that guard. And we were positioned down. But there's another one up here. Obviously mostly empty. But I'm going to guesstimate, and it is a very guesstimation-y type of thing, that this will be very usable from what I've seen. I don't know what capacity. I'm going to guess 50 odd. maybe. Got some parole here. And what else have we got? Storage with some power there. And we were positioned in this cell, this cell block here. Yeah, this was our cell block. So, let's have a look at the front. It's currently work-free time. And this is the reception. I don't think we actually used that. I think we just came directly through. And this is the outside. That guard's after me. But truth be told, there's the deliveries and garbage area. Unless something goes untoward, like snipers, we're out. Okay, so as I expected, it wasn't difficult to get out of. That's a lot of victims, though. Yeah, it wasn't difficult to get out of, but that was not the purpose of this one. You know, obviously we've played facilities that are almost impossible, if not impossible, to get out of. This one is a recreation of something else in a game. Let's load up into the standard mode and see what it looks like. So here it is, loaded up, and, well, I'll put the side-by-side images together, and, well, what do you think? I think it's, yeah, I mean, like I say, limited experience in the actual game, but from the view I'm seeing here, we don't have a bad representation at all with, obviously, all the tools we have available, and, yeah, okay, not overly difficult to escape from, as I said, but that wasn't the point at all. If it was to be secured some more, quite frankly, it wouldn't take much. You would have dog patrols around here. Let's see, patrols. Yeah, you have. There's no patrols, so dog handlers around the cells to stop tunneling, and tunneling would be a nightmare because it's 3 perimeter walls with very limited access to digging tools. Where's the digging tools? You've got your gymnasium with your overstarched shirts, laundry is overstarched shirts, yeah, you've got towels in the gymnasium. That is it, isn't it? Is there a workshop? Did I bump into a workshop? Either way, I don't think so there. You could get a lighter from visitation and set fire to something, but then you can't get out through here. So basically, a couple of armed guards around here, or a sniper tower here, this thing's almost inescapable. But like I say, that wasn't the whole point of it. You can see we're nearly a million in debt and minus 6,300. My guess of 50 wasn't bad. It's 52 actually for the total capacity. But yeah, I will put a link as always in the description for this file if you want to try it out yourself. Like I say, the purpose of these videos is not for any sort of critique, it's just to experience other people's designs and have a bit of fun with it. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.